Today's video is brought to you by Card Kingdom. Opponent appears to be a non-companion deck. Ooh, no companion. Opponent. Lonely opponent. Why would a cat beast, seriously now, take care of nightmares? Or elementals, or dinosaur? Like, seriously, Kaheera, Karaga. I don't really get the flavor. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Abrew About Nothing. And this week, we are heading to Modern to play Cats in Texas, Kaheera Cats in Texas. So basically, Cat Tribal, slightly updated from the instant deck build, had a couple of things I thought was really weird, didn't especially like, so a slightly improved, hopefully, version. But basically, we're playing cats, we're attacking with cats, also texting our opponent with stuff like Leonin Arbiter and Ghost Quarter. So that's our plan for today. We're going to break down the deck, jump right into the game, see if Kaheera is the card that can make cats into a legit tribe in Modern. So first off, we got to start with the card that makes this all possible, Kaheera the Orphan Guard. So why are we playing cats in the Modern format? The answer is now, thanks to Kaheera and having a companion, we have a 3-mana cat lord that starts in our hand essentially every single game. And this is a massive deal. We get 8 cards in hand, and our 8th card is a cat lord, which is already something we'd want in our deck anyway. So Kaheera, a huge addition to this deck, a worthy payoff for putting a bunch of cats in your deck. To go along with Kaheera, we got some other cat lords. King of the Pride, probably the best of the bunch, because for 3 mana it gives our other cats +2/+1. So that is a massive amount of pumping that really speeds up our clock. We also have Regal Caracal at the top end of our curve. 5 mana is a lot, but giving our cats lifelink along with +1/+1 and by itself putting 7 power on the battlefield makes it a pretty decent card, especially against aggro. If we can get it down in time against burn, other creature decks, the lifelink is really massive. As far as new additions to the deck, one of them is just a mirror entity, kind of like a weird backup lord / finisher. If we can dump a bunch of mana into it and set our creature's base toughness to like 5/5s or something, should allow us to win with just 1 attack, and technically it's a cat for Kaheera by being a shapeshifter. Then we have our big beater cats in Pride Sovereign and Brimaz King of Oresco. So, Pride Sovereign is just massive. It gets +1/+1 for each cat we control, and it's a 2/2, so it's usually like a 4/4, 5/5. Sometimes it's like a 10/10, and it can even make cats by exerting. Brimaz, just really efficient. 3/4 for 3, good deal, and it makes cats when it attacks and blocks. Then we have our kind of taxi cats. Qasali Pride Mage for blowing up artifacts and enchantments, and Exalted makes it kind of a 3/3 for 2, which is nice. Leonin Arbiter, that is our best tax cat, just making it so players can't search their libraries. We have no fetch lands, our opponents presumably will, plus we have Ghost Quarter to strip mine our opponent out of the game. If our opponent can't pay 2 for Leonin Arbiter, we can just use Ghost Quarter to blow up any land of our opponents, a literal strip mine in the Modern format, which is very powerful. Otherwise, one of our new additions is Loam Lion. In the original instant deck build of this deck, this was for some reason Abrew Grazer, which isn't a cat. Our deck only has 23 lands, so it's not going to ramp very much. Loam Lion, on the other hand, kind of just a curd ape. It should usually be a 2/3, and then it's a 1-drop that benefits from all of our lord, gets really massive. Otherwise, Ether Vial cheats our stuff into play, speeds things up a little bit. We also have some interaction. Mana Tithe to catch people by surprise, Path to Exile for removal. Mana base wise, we mentioned Ghost Quarter, Strip Mine if we have Leonin Arbiter. Then we have a bunch of utility lands, Castle Ardenvale for tokens, Stirring Wildwood technically gets pumped by our Kaheera because it's an elemental. Gavany Township, another Anthem effect. Horizon Academy for card draw, some mana fixing stuff. Sideboard, Kaheera, of course, takes up the sideboard slot. Winds of Abandon gives us another Path to Exile, a little bit expensive, but it can also be a kind of expensive Wrath. Then we have a bunch of Hate 4 combo matchups. Stamping Sphere for Storm in Tron, Rest in Peace, Craftigger's Cage for various graveyard decks, Stony Silence for artifact decks, Choke for Urza style decks, some Uro style decks, things with Mystical Sanctuary. Thorn of Amethyst was originally in the main deck. I actually don't think it's very good though. So we have a couple on the sideboard. It is good against Storm, but honestly, I kind of wish it was just more Stony Silences or something. And that is Kaheera Cats in Taxes for Modern. And that's our Much Abrew deck for this week. So let's jump into a league, see if Kaheera Cats in Taxes, thanks to our new companion, can actually make cats a competitive tribe in the Modern format. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. If you enjoyed today's deck, make sure to purchase it from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. For a limited time, you can get a Scoop Soldier sticker for free if you mention Scoop Soldier in your order notes during checkout. Alright, Much Abrew About Nothing time. We are cats and taxing. Cats and taxing? I mean, it is about tax time, right? Like, officially. I guess officially it's past tax time, but it's fine. We got cats. We got taxes. We got some lords. We'll give it a shot. Temple Garden, untapped, and the loamiest of lions. Go. Opponent did not reveal a companion. See if that's good or bad for us. Opponent. Discarding the... Okay, this is concerning. We are playing a league. League players... I don't know what's going on here. Well, okay. We will force our advantage. Gavany Township. Leonin Arbiter. I thought our opponent was like Manaless Dredge or something and going to discard something we wanted. Did they keep a zero lander? That is a ambitious plan. Snow-covered island. Well, Forest. King of the Pride. I mean, we're going for it. Pump 'em, pump 'em. Hit you for 8. Uh-huh. Okay. Opponent to 10. We are technically presenting lethal next turn. Oh! Opponent scoops it up! Turn 4 cat kill! Okay. That went pretty well. We curved out with cats and our opponent died. All right. Well, considering our opponent is showing a lot of blue mana, I think we bring in chokes. And I think we probably want the thorns, maybe? Question is, what do we take out to bring in all this stuff? We definitely need chokes. Thorn is a little more like maybe-ish. Maybe we don't thorn. Maybe we just go chokes. We do want to keep enough cats that we have a consistently fast clock. I think we can like trim a path, trim a Brimaz, and maybe a Caracal. Yeah, try it like that. Well, I mean, if we can choke them out, we'll be in good shape. That went well. I mean, our opponent skipping their turn didn't hurt us by any stretch, but we also just had a pretty good clock against what our opponent was doing. Oh, choke. Oh my god, it's choke. All right, yep. Well, can we resolve choke? If we do resolve choke, our life is going to be insanely good. Opponent. Mystical Sanctuary. Well, we will play... I think we just Forest in Ether Vial. Pass the turn. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Well, start taking up our Vial. We do have a lot of lands in hand, which isn't optimal, but... Stirring Wildwood. Go. So we can Vial Loam Lion into play. This is where we'd love our opponent to tap out and allow us to choke and win. Well, here comes Loam Lion. If our opponent doesn't tap out, we probably don't cast our choke yet. Take up Vial. Pride Sovereign. Well, Snow-covered Forest. And yeah, let's just Companion mode. So Companion, we can never Vial into play anyway, so it's always going to be susceptible to a counter. Pride Sovereign, we can Vial in next turn, and it will not get countered. Well, go to combat. Get in, hit ya. Down to 16. I mean, we're even fine with our opponent, like, tapping out for a Jace or something. Even that would be fine for us. Opponent. Well, keep taking up the Vial. Let's Horizon Canopy. Go to combat, attack. I feel like this game is almost exclusively about whether or not we resolve choke. If we can find a way to resolve choke, it's so good. Come on, Quaddle us. Quaddle us, opponent. All right, opponent remains patient. Well, we will pass the turn. Opponent does not even Field of Ruin. Interesting. Well, we get to Vial Pride Sovereign into... Wow, so many Field of Ruins. We get to Vial Pride Sovereign into play, which does increase our clock quite a bit. So, Ether Vial. Alright, gonna kill our Stirring Wildwood. Sure. We will get a... Yeah, Snow-covered Plains is fine. Put Pride Sovereign into play. Opponent's going to Path Pride Sovereign. Take a land. Yeah, I think this is our chance. We're not going to crack our Horizon Canopy because we want to be able to pay for a mana leak. Yeah, take up Vial. More lands. Well, go to combat. Get in with Loam Lion. Oh, can we stick it? Can we stick it? Opponent. Drops to 12. Well, moment of truth has arrived. Snow-covered Plains. Choke you? We can pay mana leak. Resolves. All right, so opponent's blue mana down to 1 use. Gonna have to make it count. And the Caracal's incoming. And we can start sacking Horizon Canopies to try to draw action since we've drawn so many lands. Well, we got the choke down. That was step 1. Opponent. Astrolabe. All right, so that does help our opponent to some extent. That gives them repeatable blue mana. Flooded Strand. Opponent passing. Well, we will crack Horizon Canopy, draw a card. Mana Tithe. Could be good eventually. Well, take it up the vial, take it up the vial. I'll go to combat. Get in with Loam Line. I think we wait and Caracal end step rather than just pumping the cat here. This gets us around a potential Wrath next turn. Horizon Canopy. Yeah, I guess we can just crack it now. Actually, we're not going to cast anything, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, yeah, we're presenting lethal, so we'll just wait. Maybe we can bait our opponent into trying to Field of Ruin. Opponent cracks down to 9. Temple Garden. All right, opponent. What you got? Teferi Time Reveler. Yeah, we'll Mana Tithe. Not going to do anything once Teferi comes down anyway. Opponent pays. All right. Can this Caracal seal the deal? Vial on 5 has got to be frightening. Vial does not usually go to 5. Unless you're catting. If they bounce Loam Line, it does mean we don't have lethal, which is not great. That would make a Wrath a possibility again. Unless we hit another Lord and resolve it. And we can't sack Horizon Canopy. I know we've drawn a lot of our lands. Hopefully we stop hitting lands. Wow, opponent takes it up. Okay. That increases the odds of this Caracal being lethal, I think. Well, Vial. Yes. Caracal. Make some cats, pump some cats. Horizon Canopy. Sack some lands. Oh my god, that's another Caracal. Well, that should guarantee it, I think. An opponent! Whoo! Whoa! Cats! Taking down Bat Snow pretty convincingly. Like, that was not especially close. The choke was good, but even without the choke, opponent never got a land permanently tapped down because of it. Wow. Wow. All right, Kaheera. We're getting there name-wise. Regardless. Good enough. Sweet. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are Kaheera catting. Kaheera cats and taxes in Modern. Seeing how good a cat lord is in a cat deck. I assume the answer is pretty good. That is. Yeah, Kaheera. We'll start with you in our... Ooh. All right, we're gonna keep this. Mana's a little bit awkward, but I do like having multiple strip mines. We will see. We will see what happens. Castle Ardenvale, go. Opponent's on Luris. Can we not just have both companions? There we go. Companions achieved. Butterfly Hills for our opponent. Ooh, are they playing Burn? I feel like Burn should be a good matchup if we can get to our big life-linking cats. Also, getting down Brimaz would be huge. Swift Spear for our opponent. Yeah. And Bobble. Getting things set up for the Luris plan. Yeah. Opponent. Oh no, 2 Bobbles. Yeah. Well, it's a big Swift Spear. So we would like to draw more colored mana, primarily. Sacks Bobble takes a peek. Bobble takes a peek. And gets in, hits us. Down to 17, draws 2. Yeah, let's just Ghost Quarter and Arbiter. Go. Maybe our opponent's all on fetch lands. They do play a lot of fetch lands. Maybe this can pinch our opponent's mana. All right, that is a fetch land. That is our opponent cracking it into the face of Arbiter. Got him. Cat Jesus rides again. Woo! Opponent going to boat our Leonin Arbiter. Okay, yeah. That's legal. Opponent gets and hits us. Well, bad news for our opponent is this turn should be really good. We get to Leonin Arbiter. Ghost Quarter number 2. Strip mine you. Pass the turn. Better hope you have non-fetches. Oh, it's a non-fetch. Okay, so opponent's alive. Goblin Guide. Okay, that's actually pretty fine. Opponent combat gets and hits us. Top card is Ether Vial. Yeah. Down to 13. How do we want to do this? We would like to strip mine. But we also need to start playing stuff. If we don't draw another land, so awkward. So awkward. All right, I think we just have to, we have to take a turn off. Shock ourselves down to 11. Brimaz. Brimaz is really good defense here. Get in with Arbiter. Pass the turn. And opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Cats and taxes. All right, that worked. The arbiter plan worked very well. So opponent is playing burn. Burn. We actually are not super set up for burn. So the good news is we have some good burn cards in our main deck, including a bunch of lifelinky things like Regal Caracal, Pride Sovereign can make lifelink tokens. The bad news is we don't have a ton of sideboard cards for this deck in specific. So we can bring in Thorn, Go Down, Pridemate, Mirror Entity. The other question is, do we want to try to fight Luris? We could bring in like the Rest in Peace. Yeah, maybe we keep Brimaz. Brimaz is a really good... Oh yeah, we're supposed to be going down Mirror Entity. Mirror Entity just dies to literally everything. Damping Sphere, no. Pridemate, Choke. The only other card I'm really considering is Rest in Peace. Yeah, let's not over sideboard. Let's run it like that. All right. I mean, we get removal. Thorn is good at taxing. Opponent likes to crack fetches into Leonin Arbiter, so... That was so good. Opponent's on the play for game number 2, which probably going to make it a little trickier. Well, we get a Cat Lord in our sideboard, or Companion Zone. I don't even know what to call it. Exile? I guess we just say Exile. Okay, we'll keep this. Pass, deal with creatures. Mana Tithe can potentially get our opponent a bit. Cat Jesus to make the pass better would be nice, but opponent, Bloodstained Mire, cracks Bloodstained Mire. Sacred Foundry, untapped, and Swift Spear. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 19. You know, let's just Snow-Covered Plains pass the turn. See what our opponent does. We will pass Swift Spear if we have to. Another Swift Spear. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Well, yeah, Path of Swift Spear. This does make our Mana Tithe worse, but down to 18. Opponent passes. Do we want a Loam Lion? We have a lot of lands. Let's just Sun Petal Grove, pass the turn. Boy, Caracal would be great. We've drawn enough lands that we could just cast it, and Caracal's so good if we can cast it. Opponent adapts. Hopefully we can get some value out of this Mana Tithe at some point. Another Swift Spear. Opponent goes to combat. Gonna get in. Hit us. Yeah. Okay, well, we will take our Mana Tithe value on the Boros Charm. We will path the Swift Spear. Opponent gets a Mountain. Ooh, Arbiter. Well, let's play Arbiter. Snow-Covered Plains. Loam Lion. Go. If there's good news, it's that our opponent doesn't have any permanents in the graveyard for Luris. So that is slightly helpful. Searing Blaze, gonna take down Arbiter. Yeah. Well, come on, cats. We need some cats. Opponent cracks to draw a card. Yeah, Burn gets to draw so many cards now. Gets it. Hits us. Yeah. Down to 11. No, we will play Brimaz. Temple Garden tapped. Get in with Loam Lion. Brimaz isn't bad. Boy, Caracal's still what we really want. Caracal's the card that can put this away. We're on the clock of our opponent eventually drawing Bobble to go with Luris, and then things get a little sketchy. Sunbaked Canyon. I'll play Ghost Quarter. Play... so Pride Sovereign would be a 4/4? Are we attacking? 2 cards in hand. Alright, so I think we go to combat. Attack with Brimaz. Opponent blocks a cat. Okay. Well, we will Pride Sovereign. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent. Boros charms us. Down to 7. Oh, this is close. This is super close. Oh, no! Oh, no, oh, no. Okay. Well, now opponent has a lot of lethal draws. Oh, that is a lot of Boros charms. And opponent top deck Surfbolt. Sure. Okay, so opponent drew a lot of Boros charms. And we did not get our lifelink stuff going fast enough. I mean, that is a really high number of Boros charms. And a lot of 1-drops. Well, run it back. We're on the play this time, which hopefully is a good thing. Whoo! Hoo! Yeah. 3 Boros charms is 12 damage all by itself. We even got to Mana Tithe 1, and it wasn't That was a little awkward. So we had to path multiple times, which made our mana tithe a lot less effective. Good hand, please? Let's get a nice cat hand. Well, there's Kaheera. Well, we'll keep it. This is okay. Our crew of cats is pretty motley. Well, Snow-Covered Forest and Ether Vial. Go. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. And Goblin Guide. Sure. Show us some lands, please. Top card is Loam Lion. That's actually okay. That's actually pretty good. Because now we get to take up Ether Vial, play Thorn, and start vialing cats into play. Still want lands to get to our companion. Opponent has Sunbaked Canyon, Swift Spear, and all the Swift Spears. Yeah. Opponent combat. Well, we will put a Loam Lion into play. Untap. Take up Vial to 2. Land, please? Land? Path. Well, alright, so we pass the turn. No attacks. Opponent, more lands. Alright, so they're hitting enough lands that they can cast spells. Going to Lightning Bolt Loam Lion. Yeah. Goes to combat. Attacks. Do we get a land, please? No. Brim. Ugh. Okay, so this is a little disastrous. We get to put a Pride Mage into play. Block Goblin Guide. Path Swift Spear. I guess this is still sort of okay because we can take up Vial for Brimaz and then just cast a cat. Opponent. Maybe we should have cashed in the Arbiter. Well, take up Vial. Play Arbiter. Pass the turn. We would still really like a land. Missing lands is not great. Opponent. Order Files. Crack it. Yeah, opponent has Searing Blaze. Alright, so opponent is fighting the good fight and staying alive-ish. Goes to combat. No attacks. Well, we will put Ether Vial. Use Ether Vial to put Brimaz into play. Untap. Vial gotta stay on 3. Well, we will cast a Qasali Pridemate. Temple Garden tapped. Get in with Brimaz. And we'll see what happens. We have Kaheera for next turn, potentially. Opponent blocks. Takes 4 to 11. Alright. Well, do your worst, opponent. Do your worst. Opponent cracks. Down to 10. Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Untaps. They can lure us and get back Goblin Guide, which is not optimal for us. Wow, so many Sunbaked Canyons. So opponents like flooding, quote unquote, but they're flooding in a way that they can refill their hand at basically any time. Opponent goes to combat. No attacks. Come on, good draw. Good draw. Vial staying on 3. Ooh, boy, I wish we had ticked it up. Well, play Kaheera. Go to combat. Attack. Cat. So blocks and then kills Kaheera. Boros Charbs us. Ooh, boy, so many Boros Charbs. But opponent goes to 1 and has no cards in hand. All right, opponent. Well, is Lurrus the savior? Opponent. 5 is a number that our opponent can't just straight up kill us very easily. Opponent cracks, draws a card. 2 cards in hand. Wow, this is as close can be. Cracks, draws a card. Ooh, this bodes well with this Thorn out. And opponent scoops it up! Cats and Taxes! Taking out Lurrus Burn. Maybe we're the best companion deck. Maybe everyone's sleeping on Kaheera, whatever it is. Sleeping on the Orphan Guard. That was good. That was very good. Wow. Alright. Well, sweet. Cats and Taxes. Getting it done. Alright. Much Abrew about nothing time. We are catting and taxing with Kaheera. Oh my god. Kaheera! I think I've said that name 20 different ways. Literally. Very close to 20 different ways. Yeah, we'll keep this. Mana's not perfect. We can't leave a Mana Tithe on turn 1 or Path, but I mean, we got a Caracal. We have a free Cat Lord hanging out. So, I mean, I think that's reasonable. Yeah, we'll keep. Opponent appears to be a non-companion deck. Ooh, no companion. Opponent. Lonely opponent. Why would a Cat Beast, seriously now, take care of nightmares? Or elementals, or dinosaur? Like, seriously, Kaheera, Karaga. I don't really get the flavor. All right. In that case, we'll lead on Horizon Canopy so we can leave up everything. A little bit painful, but hopefully worth it in the end. Scalding Tarn for our opponent. Stomping Grounds tapped. What is our opponent playing? Scalding Tarn for Stomping Grounds. No companion. Was it Dredge? Alright, well. Okay. I mean, our opponent could still do dredgy things. We do have some Graveyard Hate in the sideboard. Well, Snow-Covered Forest, and here we come, Dredge. Here we come. Pride Mage, go. Pride Mage, go. I think our most realistic way of winning this is going to be to get down this Caracal. If we can make a board and get down Caracal and just gain a ton of life each attack, that could be enough. Ooh, opponent gets a Narc Amoeba. 2 Blood Gas once a land drop is made, and there's a Loam. Alright, so here comes the Blood Gas. Yep. We did get to Banatide the Cathartic Reunion, which was sweet. So opponent's hand is what? Stinkweed Imp and 1 unknown card. Blood Crypt untapped. Runs out Stinky. And passes. Well, Sunpetal Grove, and we will just get down Kaheera. But not attack this turn because of Stinkweed. Pass the turn. Alright, well, we need 1 more land to get to this Regal Caracal. And that's the card that could make this work, possibly. Opponent, Creeping Chill, down to 14. Combat. Attacks. No attacks. Yeah, we just have to take it this turn, unfortunately. If we block the Blood Gas, then our opponent loams back a land and gets back the Prized Amalgam, so it actually gains our opponent creatures. Well, come on, land for... loams. Come on, land for Caracal. Opponent passes. King of the Pride. Oh, play Ghost Quarter. King of the Pride. Huh. I wonder if it's worth racing. Like, we could just kill this Stinkweed and attack and forget about Caracal. The other option is to, like, path our own stuff. Huh. We go to 9. Opponent only has 1 blocker. We could still draw. Alright. Path Stinkweed. Hit ya. See what happens. Opponent down to 9. Cracks down to 8. Which is actually a semi-big deal. Stomping Grounds tapped. That means our opponent needs more than just this Narc Amoeba to block. Or they need to kill us. Ugh, Creeping Chill. Into Oxyvagotus? Oh, dear. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is more or less exactly what we didn't want our opponent to dredge into. Almost to the card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess the good news is our opponent can't actually get back Ox. So maybe we're still okay? Possibly. We're gonna need that land though. Because our opponent's up to 11, so this Narc Amoeba chumping keeps our opponent alive. Hardcast in Ox. Discards, dredges. Dredge, oh no. Alright, well that was good for our opponent. Dredge. Well, do we draw land? If we draw land and can gain a huge chunk of life with Caracal, we got a shot. If we don't draw land, we're basically guaranteed dead here. Opponent gets back 2 more Blood Gas and 3 Prized Amalgams. Yeah. Ooh, the Ox coming through for our opponent. Yeah, do your thing. Here comes Blood Gas. Here comes a million Prized Amalgams. I still think this line was better than pathing our own stuff. Well, we need to untap land. And there's hope. Opponent, combat, all-out attack. Oh, no. Oh, there's not hope. Okay, yeah, we're just dead. All right. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that because our opponent managed to hit all their perfect cards, we would have to block with everything, which means King of the Pride dies, which means Kaheera dies, which means Quasali Pride Mage dies. So yeah, our opponent, wow. Yeah, that was a good last card to have in hand, I will say. Well, rest in peace in. Grafdigger's Cage in. Not a ton of Graveyard Hate, but Graveyard Hate. That is some amount of Graveyard Hate. I think we'll go Winds of Abandon over Paths. And hope we get our Graveyard Hate. That is the message. Alright, run it like that. Graveyard Hate, please. We will be mulliganing for it. Oh, boy, I thought we had that too. I thought we actually had a shot. That Mana Tithe bought us some time. Well, reveal Kaheera. No Graveyard Hate, 4 lands. We will mulligan. Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, I guess at this point we're committed to going all the way. We're not going to win with this hand. Alright. Yeah. Well, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we found a rest in peace. See if we can draw a land. Unfortunately, put a lot of lands to the bottom of our deck. Well, Temple Garden, go. Yeah. So I think the odds of us winning this are very, 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 very close to 0. But we did win on a molded one once. It did happen. Unfortunately, we saw, what, 4 hands without seeing any graveyard hate? Or having, like, a hand that could actually compete with Dredge without graveyard hate? Opponent could very easily just have the answer to this rest in peace, too. Opponent passes. We draw. Well, yeah. I mean, this is it. If our opponent blows it up, we will just concede. That's all we got. Pass the turn. Honestly, opponent might be able to beat us just hard casting stuff. Your go, opponent. Well, that's disappointing. From almost being exactly where we wanted in game 1 to having a 2-card hand in game 2. Wow, what a turn in this match. Interesting. Well, that is what Dredge does. Dredge plays in a very different unfair level compared to, or hard to interact with level compared to most decks in the format. Opponent, going to Cathartic Reunion, discard a couple cards, go digging for an answer to Rest in Peace. Well, now I guess we want, I don't even know. Probably not 3 drops. I mean, Brimaz is fine. Brimaz would be good if we can cast it at some point. Opponent, Blood Crypt, untapped. If our opponent has Stinkweed Imp, that also shuts down our offense quite a bit. Merchant. Well, come on, lands. We need some lands. Alright, Ghost Quarter, Brimaz. I mean, that is something. That is a threat that we can attack with. Please don't Stinkweed. Boot it. And we do have our companion that can come down. So we technically do have 1 more card in hand. So it's kind of a mold of 3. Thanks to companions. Scalding Dart. Oh, Stinkweed. Yeah, that's less than ideal. Opponent passes. Well, run out our companion. Unfortunately, we can't really attack because of the Stinkweed. At least not at the moment. We're just giving up our Brimaz for nothing. That is the downside of having to go to 2 cards on the mulligan is there's not a lot of action left over to beat the fair plan of Dredge. So getting there with 1, oh, they got another one in hand. So getting there with 1-powered Stinkweed Imps is actually a thing that could happen. Opponent, Stinkweed number 2. Yeah. Well, we will play Loam Lion. Temple Garden tapped. Pass the turn. I mean, next turn we will start attacking with Loam Lion at least. Caracal would be good. Winds of Abandon would have some potential. Cathartic Reunion. Discard some cards, draw some cards. I mean, I guess at the same time, our opponent's not going to kill us very quickly until they get rid of Rest in Peace. So we do have a little bit of time. Opponent gets in with a Stinkweed. Yeah. Down to 16. And passes. Well, go to combat. We will get in with our Loam Lion. Well, we got rid of a Stinkweed, which is good. Getting rid of Stinkweed, that does mean Winds of Abandon, even without being able to overload it, is helpful. Either Vile, go. Eventually, our opponent's going to hit a way to kill Rest in Peace. Boot it. Oh, no. They have another Stinkweed? No! Oh, the wall of Stinkweeds, shutting down the cats for days. Oh, sweet mercy. Yeah. More Stinkweeds. I'll take a Vial. Boy, can we wait? We need 2 more lands? Oh, 2 more lands is a lot. We could just get... Okay, we can wait for now. Let's pass the turn. We'll see. We can wait 1 more turn. If we draw a land next turn, we'll keep waiting. If we don't draw a land next turn, we're probably just going to fire off Winds of Abandon. Stomping Grounds, tapped. Boner on taps. Combat. Gets in with a Stinkweed. Down to 14. Sure. Well, let's see what we draw. Shriekhorn. Gonna mill us out, opponent. Well, take up Vial. Caracal. How long do we wait before we just gotta do it? Yeah, let's wait another turn. Oh, we need a land. We need 2 lands. Opponent. Uh-oh. They drew the answer? Or are they looting? Okay, discards an Archemy but draws a card. Well, they haven't found a way to blow up Rip yet. Put on depths. That is the slight silver lining. Boy, if we go land into Caracal into land into Winds of Abandon, we probably can win this on the Multitude. Down to 13. Scalding Dart. Opponent passes. I'll take up Vial. Come on, land. Pride Mage. Well, alright. We will Winds of Abandon, Stinkweed Imp. Opponent kills Brimaz. Well, we will play Quasali Pride Mage. Get in with Kaheera. Alright. I mean, now we're to the point where we're going to get Caracal in 2 turns at worst because we can keep taking up Vial. Although, in a dream... Oh, that's so awkward. We're going to take up Vial to 4 where we don't really have anything and then just top deck the land next turn anyway. Opponent haggles? Loots? Okay, yeah. Well, that's not our stuff dying, so that's okay. Opponent untaps. They are down to 12. Discards a mountain, draws a card. I mean, we got to take up the Vial. We got to play towards its Caracal. If we draw land, we draw land. Ooh, Grafdigger's Cage. That I actually kind of like. So now we have 2 forms of Graveyard Hate. And now we'll just pass the turn. And then we can put Caracal into play next turn and start gaining life. Wow. Is our Malda 2 going to work? Opponent's down to 11. 2 forms of Graveyard Hate's actually really important, because that means our opponent is going to need 2 answers to turn their stuff on. Discard Shriekhorn, draws a card. Opponent. Cycles. Combat. Ooh, getting in. They must have another Stinkweed? Alright, yeah. Opponent haggles. Oh, maybe they just are playing another Merchant. Alright, yep, Merchant. Well, untap. Vial taken up. Yeah, go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent lightning axes. And blocks. And blocks. Well, alright. We Vial in Caracal. Kill a Merchant. Gain some life. Stirring Wildwood. Go. Alright, come on, cats. We'll take any cats. Opponent. Are they about out of lightning axes? How many do they have left? 1, 2. So they could still have another 1 or 2. I don't know how many they actually have in their deck. Opponent. Passing. Now we untap. Vial gonna stay at 5. Well, let's just Arbiter. Pass the turn. What a weird game. For being on the Multitude, we're putting up a fight. Opponent loots. And also loots. Opponent. Oh, come on. Come on. Maybe our Mulda Oblivion strategy is actually the right one against Dredge. Opponent passing. Well, we untap. Vial, staying put. That's a interesting draw. King of the Pride. Go to combat. Do some attacking. About it. Do you have more removal? Okay, Nature's claims Rest in Peace. Blocks Arbiter. Goes to 3. Alright, well, sure. Can you also kill the Grafdigger's Cage? Are they just going to dredge Stinkweed back to their hand? Opponent discards Conflagrate. No dredge. Okay, sure. Does our opponent have enough cards in their deck to win? That's another question. Even if they can deal with our board. Wow. I think our Multitude... our Multitude cat plan might be working. Oh, whoa. Whoa. We will take it. Oh. Okay, discards Creeping Chill, draws a card. Sure. That's fine. I don't know if Dredge has something in their deck that solves this problem for them. They can't Conflagrate. There's a Grafdigger's Cage. We're also at 32. Ooh, alright. Nature's Claim. They did find it. Does this save them? Shriekhorn gets a Narcomoeba. And... Oh, and the post comes it up! Oh! Maul to 2, Maul to 2. Wow, it worked. Oh, okay, that was good. I mean, that was pretty good. Huh. Well, that is our way of possibly winning. Do we not even want Mana Tithe? The one thing that Mana Tithe can do is hit Cathartic Reunion. That's probably the biggest upside. We could just bring in more paths. Dredge just doesn't have to cast many spells, which makes Mana Tithe worse. And after kind of getting stuck under that stinkweed, I kind of want a little more removal. All right, we'll keep one Mana Tithe just for the ultimate gotcha potential. Oh, all right, about it. Let's do it again. Yeah, we'll start with Kaheera. Can we get Graveyard Hate without mulliganing into... This is like a semi-reasonable cat hand, but I don't think it matters on the draw against Dredge. Ugh. Ew, this hand is... There's no way we can keep this. Ugh. Opponent's also mulliganing. Ugh. We have to put 3 cards to the bottom. Alright. 1, 2... Maybe we should just kept going at this point. 3. Ugh. Wow, no Graveyard Hate again. I mean, I guess we only have 3 pieces, but still. Come on, Grafdigger's Cage off the top. Stirring Wildwood. Well, Temple Garden. Untapped. Loam Lion. Here comes the 2 3s. Ooh, opponent. Maybe our opponent mulligan enough that they can't get any velocity. That's our hope at this point. Opponent. I mean, they could have just mulliganed into a bunch of ways to stop our Graveyard Hate that they knew we were mulliganing for. Well, Stirring Wildwood. Go to combat. Get in for 2. Opponent does 17. Loam Lion part 2. Ooh, there it is. Okay, it's just a Creeping Chill. Wow. All right, that went way better than it could have. Opponent, Copperlight Gorge. Cast the Merchant. Sure. Oh, boy. Maybe there's hope. Opponent. Oh, Temple Garden. Untapped. We're going aggro. King of the Pride. Get in for 8. Pass the turn. Opponent down to 9. All right, opponent. What can you do? Opponent. Combat. Wouldn't mind drawing a land so we could Grafdigger's Cage and play Kaheera. All right, we'll play the land. Play Kaheera. Go to combat. Attack with the crew. Opponent blocks. Lightning Axes. Discarding the Nature's Claim. Goes to 1. Well, Grafdigger's Cage. Go. We got the claim out of our opponent's hand. Okay, opponent's out of cards. They need a miracle draw. They need a miracle draw. They kept all the Nature's Claims, and we kept the random janky Loam Lion beatdown, and it worked! Take that, Dredge. Take that, Dredge. Oh, that was... So our opponent... Oh, it's so funny how that worked out. In game 2, we mulliganed to 2 for Rest in Peace. So our opponent pretty clearly got the message that we highly value having Graveyard Hate in this matchup. So our opponent in game 3 mulliganed extremely aggressively to find 2 Nature's Claims, to have answers to our Graveyard Hate. We mulliganed, tried to find Graveyard Hate, whiffed, ended up with 2 Loam Lions, and of course our Lord of the Companion Zone, and it worked. Our opponent was stuck with a handful of stuff that didn't do anything, because we didn't draw Graveyard Hate, and the janky beatdown plan was enough. Wow. All right, that was good. Cats and taxes. Woo, sweet. Sweet. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are cats and taxing. Taxing? Cats and taxing. Let's go with that in Modern. And strip mine dot game. Okay. I'm just playing Luris. I mean, we're gonna keep this. Please don't Thoughtseize our Ether Vial. Oh, it's Infect. Oh, it's Affinity? Interesting. Well, Ghost Quarter and Ether Vial go. This Pride Mage might be decent. We don't have a way to deal with Luris, though. Angerbeck, Waka, and Ozlith. Well, take up Vial. Huh. 1, 2, 3. Well, play Horizon Canopy. Play Arbiter. Pass the turn. So we can go to work on our opponent's mana next turn. We'll see if it's quick enough. Phyrexia's Core. Ugh, Ravager. Okay, so that's pretty bad news. I don't know if we can strip mine enough to get out of this. Qasali Pridemage. It's pretty awkward. So Qasali Pridemage can answer the Ravager, but Lurrus can get it back. Takes up Hanger Backwalker. Opponent. Passing. Well, we will Ether Vial. Put Loam Lion into play. Untap. Take up Vial. Well, I think we're basically all in on... Are we all in on strip mining? Opponent can make a pretty big Ravager. So we can, like, Vial in Pridemate. Blow up Ravager. Double strip mine and just hope. That might be our best bet. Well, Vial. Qasali Pridemage. Go to combat. Attack with Arbiter. Blow up Ravager. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Why did our opponent do that? Well, so we hit our opponent. We play a Ghost Quarter. We will Ghost Quarter Inkmoth Nexus. Ghost Quarter Phyrexia's Core. Pass the turn. Ooh, more lands. All right, so Lurrus is still getting close to coming down. Hanger Backwalker. Yeah. Up to a 4/4. Path would be nice. Take up Ether Vial. Play Loam Lion. Would you like to graft it, opponent? Temple Garden tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent does need more colored mana, I guess, to be able to play Lurrus. Oh, come on, Path. Opponent. Colored mana to be able to play Lurrus. Alright, so here comes Lurrus that can get back Ravager next turn. Alright, so we really have to draw a Path this turn, I think. Opponent. Passes. Come on. Path to Exile. Path to Exile. Pride Sovereign. Well, play a land. Play the Cat Lord. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. Down to 6, but Ravager comes back. If there's a Walking Ballista too, then we're super dead. Opponent. Arcbound Ravager. Yeah, Lurrus is good in our opponent's deck. Oh, they do have... Okay. So they do have the Ballista. 5... I mean, I assume this is... Yeah, so this is just... Super duper Ultra game? Well, okay, we got to see the power of Lurrus. Yeah, Companions really change the game. So this has 5 counters. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Is this lethal? I assume it is. Sax. So 7, 8. Because they put the counters on the Ozolith too. 9, 10. So they sack Ravager 10 and 10. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to see the Ozolith do things, but that is a almost 30 power Walking Ballista. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what our sideboard has. We get a Stony Silence. We get, I guess, like, Rest in Peace. Maybe Winds of Abandon. Mirror Entity feels pretty bad. Winds of Abandon's okay, but it's slow. Maybe we trim a Mana Tithe and Arbiter, I guess. Alright. Yeah, this actually feels like one of the harder aggro decks to play against. I guess really it's a combo deck. It's probably, it plays a lot of cheap creatures, so it feels like an aggro deck, but I think in reality it's actually a combo deck. Well, I got to play first. And opponent deciding if they want to reveal their Lurrus. I'm assuming the answer is yes. Lurrus is pretty good. I think even though pretty clearly our companion has increased the power level of Cat Tribal, I don't think it's actually on the Lurrus level as far as just general bustedness. Alright, so we will reveal Kaheera. And, I mean, we'll keep this. It's a fine hand. We don't have any real targeted hate cards. Pride Mage is something, but Lurrus is pretty effective against removal. So, like, yeah, we can blow up a Hardened Scales or a Ozolith or something, but Lurrus gets back. We do have cats. I will give our deck that. We do have cats, many cats. All right, so Snow-Covered Plains and Ether Vial. We don't really, like, Stony Silence is the best sideboard card, but we only have one copy, so it's not like we aggressively mulligan for it. Snow-Covered Plains for our opponent. Well, take up a Vial. Yeah, Temple Garden untapped. And I think we just run out Arbiter. Just in case our opponent has a fetch land of some kind. Opponent's going to Path. Alright, Snow-Covered Forest. So apparently opponent does have a fetch land of some kind. I'll ship the turn. Ink Moth Nexus and Hangerback Walker. The fun begins. Well, we'll Vial in Loam Lion. Take up our Vial to 2. Play Pride Sovereign. Play Gavany Township. Go to combat, get in. I think we want to be able to leave up Violin, Quasali Pride Mate, and activate it this turn. Brushland. There is the Hardened Scales. Okay. Hangerback. Well, I think we got to do this now then. Ether Vial, Quasali Pride Mate, blow up Hardened Scales. Opponent. Passing. Well, take up the Vial. Play our Companion. This is kind of a cute synergy. Kaheera giving Pride Sovereign Vigilance so we can attack with it and still exert it. Opponent. Blocks. Sure. Gets a 1/1. Well, Temple Garden tapped. Pass the turn. Oh, if only we had a way to give our Pride Sovereigns Trample. Inkmoth Nexus. Ghost Quarter would be decent. Springleaf Drum. To not die to potential Ink Moths. Walking Ballista. Pings. And pings. Okay. Well, let's Vial in Pride Sovereign. Let's make some cats. Untap. Leave Vial on 3. Ooh. Go to combat. Attack. See what our opponent does. We can Violin King and Gavany Township. This might be lethal. Well, Vial. King of the Pride. Township. Pump 'em. Oh, opponent goes to 1. Okay. Well, can you get out of it, opponent? Can you somehow get out of this? I mean, this went pretty well. After last game, like, I don't even know if we're scared of Lurrus here. Like, sure, get back a Walking Ballista. Go for it. Hardened Scales. Like, fine. How do we die? One-shot Inkmoth kill is probably the most likely. And the answer is we don't. All right, so cats can take down Hardened Scales, apparently. Oh, maybe we just want another Winds of Abandon. Just all the removal possible. Arbiter doesn't seem that. All right, go down one more Mana Tithe. Run it like that. All right. Can we keep the win streak alive with Kaheera cats? This deck actually feels surprisingly strong. I mean, not that it's like the new Urza or something, but cats might actually be legit competitive now. And we might have reached the point where you can actually play Cat Tribal in Modern with a very straight face. You know what? I almost think we just keep this. We have utility. Yeah, we're going to keep this. It's not the fastest clock that I can imagine, but Path is good. Ghost Quarter shuts down one of our opponent's kills. And we have... our hand looks better when you consider we have our Cat Lord as a companion. Pendlehaven for our opponent. Arcbound Waka. Sure. Yeah, Temple Garden untapped. Vial. Go. Phyrexia's Gore. And there's the Hangerback. Opponent gets in. Sure. Down to 17. Well, we will start taking up Vials. Stirring Wildwood. Go. Thicket for our opponent. Hardened Scales. Throne of Geth. Yeah, I think this means we just have to Path Hangerback. Opponent. Oh, yes. Well, this is even better. This is a blowout. Loam Lion. Actually, so if we block, they sack this, proliferate this up to a 3/3. Yeah, let's take it. On second thought, I think we got to raise. Well, take up Vial. More lands. Well, play Castle Ardenvale, play Kaheera. Get in for 3. And, I mean, the race is on. What do you got, opponent? Ink Moth Nexus. Pass our Kaheera. Opponent is out of cards, though. I mean, I guess we kind of are, too, but Snow-Covered Plains. I guess our opponent can, like, start sacking Throne of Geth and then recasting it with Lurrus at some point. Opponent. Passing. Well, take up Vial. Fire up Stirring Wildwood. How blown out do we... So opponent can pump this, sack this, make it a 4/4. Oh, so that doesn't actually work. Alright, so let's go to combat. Get in with Loam Lion. Opponent fires up Ink Moth. Blocks with Ink Moth. Sure. Well, we will King of the Pride. Ooh, alright, so opponent's going all in on the Ink Moth. So we do lose our Loam Lion, unfortunately. Yep. I'll play Ghost Quarter. And... yeah, pass the turn. Okay. Opponent adepts. Opponent also proliferated our Ether... Ancient Stirrings. When you're empty-handed, Ancient Stirrings is about as good as your draw can get. It's about as close as just 1-mana tutor. A little bit of an exaggeration, but it usually finds something good. Yes, Lurrus is an issue, for sure. Opponent gets Ozolith. Plays Lurrus. Can replay Arcbound Worker. Well, how do we get out of this? We've drawn many lands here. Make a 1/1. But now our opponent just has like a combo set up with this Lurrus. We really need a removal spell for Lurrus. Yeah, Vial, go to 5, I guess. Pride Mage. Well, play Horizon Canopy. Sack Horizon Canopy. Yeah, now this is what you call Lurrus locked. So we will play Qasali Pride Mage. Yeah, this did not work out the way we were needing or hoping. Go to combat, get in with a human. We have lots of paths, but opponent takes 2. I think the real issue here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've drawn 9 lands out of 14 cards, which is not a way to win a game, especially in a pretty aggressive deck like ours. Opponent gonna fire up the Ink Moth, plays more Ink Moths, goes to combat, attacks with Ink Moth. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we Ghost Quarter it. Yeah, Lurrus is not a card I enjoy playing against, I will say. It's one of those cards, it reminds me a little bit of Teferi, in the sense that it feels like you play a normal game of Magic, and then you feel like nothing you do actually matters. So you're like, oh yeah, like, I'm playing against this artifact deck. I got Qasali Pride Mates, that'll be perfect, like, I can answer stuff. I can kill their Hardened Scales or whatever. But it doesn't actually end up doing that because Lurrus just keeps recasting whatever you kill. There's the Ozolith. So does this mean we have to kill the worker? If we kill the worker, though, it just comes back. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just have to pass. Come on, good draw. Well, now we're gonna see how many counters we can get on Ether Vial. Brimaz. I'll play the land. Brimaz. Can't attack. Pass the turn. Opponent. That's brutal. Arcbound Ravager. Yeah. Opponent. Fires up Ink Moth. Sacks Arcbound Worker. Does our opponent not realize that we can Qasali Pride Mate? Opponent's gonna help us with our Ether Vial plan. Double proliferates. Gets to replay the worker. Goes to combat. So I think... sure. So I think our shot is we have to draw Winds of Abandon this turn. And that gives us a tiny glimmer of hope. Opponent sacks, gets a bunch of counters. Alright, deck. Alright, it's your time to make up for the 1,000,000 land draw you gave us. This is your chance, opponent. Passes. Vial. Sure. 9. In case we draw some Eldrazi or something. Loam Lion. Play Loam Lion. Play a land. Pass the turn. Opponent. Okay, so so I will say that this loss, and I know I might say this frequently, but I think there might be a bit of variance in this one. We drew 10 lands or 9 lands in 16 cards. An opponent, just to point out, their last 3 draws were Ancient Stirrings, best card in their deck. Arcbound Ravager, also best card in your deck. Into Walking Ballista, also best card in your deck. So, well, it would have been nice to get the 5-0 with Cats, but the Magic Gods had different plans. I don't know, maybe we could have done something different, but apart from changing the top of our opponent's deck or playing more Stony Silences, I don't think you can really play Stony Silences though. It's just not good right now. There's not enough sideboard space to play a bunch of Stony Silences, I don't think, unless this deck becomes legitimate. Loris. It is quite the Magic card. I mean, that was if you want to take away from the match, other than our opponent drew really well, it is Loris is insane, and we didn't have a way to actually deal with the Loris, so it just wins the game. Like, our opponent is, it's more than just like, oh, I get to recast a random creature. It's essentially comboing off in this deck, because our opponent, like, you can see what they're doing. They can, like, sack all their stuff, put all the counters on this, put all the counters on that, and if you actually, like, try to interact, that's where the Teferi comparison comes in. It just blanks the normal modes of interacting in Magic. Just like Teferi comes down for 3 mana and is like, okay, your counter spells don't work anymore, and mine do. Loris essentially comes down for 3 mana and says, okay, your removal spells that you've been trying to cast all game, they don't count anymore, because I have Loris now, and Loris just lets me recast all this stuff, so, I mean, I guess the only thing you could say is, maybe we should have held the path with the Hangerback Walker like 20 turns ago, but with our opponent having Hardened Scales and Throne of Geth, I think we just lose to Hangerback if we don't path it before the Hardened Scales came down. So I think it's what we had to do. It just wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. Oh, it would have been so sweet to go 5-0 with Cats, but next time, maybe. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are catting our way through Modern, playing some companion cat panions. We can't keep this. No lands, no keep. Actually, 1 land, but still, you know what I'm saying. All right. This will keep. We have a Vial. The question is, I guess we're probably putting Caracal to the bottom. What is our opponent playing? Luris. Okay, yeah, we're definitely putting Caracal to the bottom. Although it could be Burn, and if it's Burn, we're gonna regret putting Caracal to the bottom, I think, but hopefully Pride Sovereign is enough. The problem with Caracal is we only got 2 lands, and we don't really want to Vial up to 5. We need our Vial to be at a lower number, I think. Well, Snow-Covered Plains and Ether Vial go. I mean, we have Strip Mine, potentially. Razor. Oh, no. Are we getting boggled? Welding. Oh, this deck again? Ugh. Alright. Hardened Scales. Take 2. Well, take up the Vial. Play. Do we even want to Arbiter? Let's just Horizon Canopy and wait. I don't think we want to show the Arbiter or get it pathed before we get to Vial it in and do more things next turn. Ink Moth Nexus. Hopefully it's not Ballista. It is Ballista. That makes our plan a bit worse. Alright. Pass the turn. Yeah, this is a bit more awkward now. Well, take up Ether Vial. Draw Loam Lion. Well, play Ghost Quarter. Play Loam Lion. Pass the turn. So if our opponent goes to kill this Loam Lion, we're pretty okay with that. Alright, opponent's not going to go for it, unfortunately. If they went for that, then we could Arbiter, Path, Ghost Quarter, etc. Ancient Stirrings. Yeah, it's Ozolith. Land. Ravager. Ugh. Well, now we have to Path Ballista. Opponent kills a Loam Lion. Vial in Arbiter. We don't want our opponent to get a land for Luris, basically. Alright, so opponent cashes it in, sure. And now I think we have to Strip Mine the White Source. And see what happens. So opponent gets a Ravager and passes. I'll take a Vial to 3. Go to combat. Attack. Okay. Hit our opponent for 2. Pass the turn. All right, more ink moss. Those are going to be a concern. Like those. Oh no, those are. Are we just dead to ink moth? Oh boy. This matchup is not great. Opponent. So, yeah, Luris is so good. Luris. So we're having to fight the Luris battle of trying to keep our opponent off mana to cast Luris. But now I think we're just at a lot of risk of. So if our opponent sacks this, goes up to 4 counters, sacks this, are we just literally dead? Boy, Ozolith is insane in this deck, isn't it? Opponent goes to combat, attacks. Okay, so we're not dead because they're not going on the Ozolith plan yet. Yeah, I guess we just have to take it. We're probably going to have to crack this Horizon Canopy and try to draw a path. Opponent sacks. Hits us for a bunch. Down to 14. Well, let's Vial in Pride Sovereign. Crack Horizon Canopy. Draw a card. Oh, no. Pride Mage would be good, but we can't cast it. Vial. 4, 6. Yeah, so we're dead here. All right. I mean, we'll make our opponent do it, I guess. But go to combat. Get in with Arbiter. Violin, King of the Pride. Hit our opponent. Down to 14. And so all our opponent has to do is... Okay. I guess this is probably a line as well. I mean, aren't we just dead if our opponent sacks Ink Moth? Oh, they have another Ozolith. So this also can do it. Like, all they got to do is Ink Moth, sack Ravager, put 6 counters on it. Ozolith gets 6 more counters. And then the Ink Moth's lethal. And we don't actually have a... Yeah, so opponent sees it. We don't have a path, so we can't actually stop it. Yeah, this synergy with Ozolith is pretty nice for our opponent. So it basically doubles the already doubled counters. So this gets 8 counters. Ozolith gets 6. Then this gets all those. And, yeah. Looks like game to me. Opponent. Counters on Ink Moth. And we will scoop it up. Sure. Oh, cats. Yeah, this is not a matchup we were super prepared for, unfortunately. We get 1 Stony Silence. We can bring in the Rest in Peace, I guess, and Winds of Abandon. And we'll go down Mirror Entity. We'll go down a couple of Mana Ties, I guess. And a Brimaz. Try it like that. Yeah, this is tough. Tough. Well, come on, our 1 Stony Silence. You can do it, Dag. Show us the 1 Stony Silence. Well, we get to play first. Reveal our companion. I mean, okay, we got a bunch of Cat Lords. Maybe that'll do a thing. Quasali Pride Mage is decent. Winds of Abandon is a removal spell. Well, Snow-Covered Plains and Loam Lion. Sad little 1/1 at the moment. Pass the turn. Opponent. Razor Verge Thicket. Welding Jar. Springleaf Drum. Well, play Horizon Canopy. Play Quasali Pride Mage. A land would be pretty sweet to start playing these King of the Prides, especially a forest. Opponent. Down 18. Brushland. And... Okay. Well, we didn't want to get the land that way, but that's actually fine. That does mean we get to start playing our lords. Another land even would be good. Being able to lord and leave up path. Ozolith. So opponent's got all the synergy pieces. Come on, land. Caracal. Well, we will... I think we start with Kaheera, actually, to protect King of the Pride from a Ballista ping. So get in, hit our opponent down to 15. I mean, we got a Cat Clock. Ancient Stirrings. Opponent gonna go digging. Opponent needs, I think, a Ballista, primarily. Okay, Arcbound Worker. Plays the core. No Hardened Scales at the moment, which is something. There's a worker. And... Uh-oh. Throne of Geth. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep attacking and see if our opponent dies before they draw another combo piece. We get in a big attack this turn. Land would still be fine. King of the Pride. All right, 1, 2, 3. King of the Pride, Tron Assembled. Go to combat, hit you for 10. All right, opponent, let's see it. We know there's a Luris. There's 1 unknown card. Ballista's the scariest. Ancient Stirrings. Looking for that Ballista. Do they find it? Please no. Hangerback Walker. Okay, that's not Ballista at least. That does keep our opponent alive. Plays a land. Hangerback Walker X1. Opponent. Passing. Alright, so we will... Winds of Abandon Worker. If we can get our opponent to tap Throne of Geth to sack this, then Path wins it. Ooh, gonna be close. Opponent. Scoops it up. Oh, okay. Well, that worked. We had all the cat lords. Oh, one more. Come on, cats. You can do it. I have faith in you, cats. I kind of want to bring in more Manitize now that we're on the play or on the draw. What do we cut though? I guess we can go down like a Caracal, and is Rest in Peace worth it? I think it is. All right, we'll go 3 Manitize. Go down 1 Caracal. Run it like that. All right, cats. This is your chance. To take down Hardened Scales. Is this Kaheera's chance to show that it's the best 3-mana creature companion in Modern? Gotta send a message to Luris. Oh no! We have both of our 1-of sideboard cards, but no lands. Okay. Well, sure. We'll put Ether Vial to the bottom. All right. That Stony Silence. I really wanted that Stony Silence. There's the Hardened Scales. We draw more lands, so Snow-Covered Plains go. Opponent. Ink Moth Nexus. And Throne of Geth. Okay. Not a creature, at least. Well, Sunpetal Grove. And we will get down our Arbiter. Pass the turn. Ancient Stirring. Gonna go digging. Alright, finds Hangerback Walker. Land and Hangerback. Yep. So here comes the Dorks. Ooh, another. Okay, opponent's gonna wait and play another Hardened Scales. Oh, and an Arcbound Worker. Ugh. Okay. Sure. Oh, this is scary. Well, we will play a Plains and Pride Sovereign. Go. No attacks. Brushland. This Hangerback's gonna make a lot of flyers. We're gonna make a lot of cats, but our cats don't combo kill with Ink Moth Nexus. Opponent. Opponent runs out the Hangerback, I assume. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, there's a big Hangerback. X4. And opponent gets in and hits us. Sure. Oh, we can't kill this Hangerback though easily. I'll play Ghost Quarter. Play Kaheera. Go to combat. Attack with Pride Sovereign. Opponent blocks. Okay, just blocks and sacks Hangerback. Interesting. Alright, so this gives our opponent a ton of 1/1s. Proliferates. Sure. Well, pass the turn. Oh, this Luris. Opponent plays a land. So Luris does let our opponent just recast Hangerback, which isn't good. And this is a 6/6. Opponent, combat. Huge attack. No, we block. Ugh, are we just hard locked? Alright, block Worker. Exert. Make some cats. Yeah, opponent sacks a flyer to proliferate. So we lose our Pride Sovereign. There's the Luris. And there's the Hangerback again. Opponent passes. Yeah. This is how this matchup seems to go. Yeah, now there's like 3 things we have to kill, and we just can't do it. So this gets sacked. That's 10 counters, 11. Well, I mean, all right. So we path Hangerback. We go to combat. We attack with everything. Opponent, yeah, gonna block Kaheera. Opponent goes to 12. Well, we will run out Pride Sovereign. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. Kill us. Kill us if you can. Actually, we're just, yeah, I guess it was a misplay. Now we're, like, definitely dead to Ink Moth. Yep. I mean, yeah, we could have left up the Ghost Quarter, but I don't think there's any way we can win from here. Ah! All right. Well, yeah, apparently we're not good against this one specific matchup. Well, maybe Modern's got to go back to its Stony Silences if Luris is going to be dominating little Formerino. All right, well, we ended up with a 3-2 in our league. I don't know if I'll show both Hardened Scales matchups. They're kind of exactly the same, so I might fill it in with something else, but Yes. League-wise, 3-2. Let's crack open crack open our one treasure chest. Ugh. So I think Cats actually feels strong. I feel like that Heart and Scales matchup is not ideal for us, obviously, but I think Cats could be a legit deck. Well, let's crack open our treasure chest. We get Mythos of Vadrock, Jeskai Ascendancy. Well, at least we got the extended frame, but unfortunately, it's a Mythos of Vadrock. Well, we can talk about Cats in the wrap-up, but they're definitely better than they've ever been before, thanks to Kaheera. That is for sure. So what do we learn this week about Kaheera, Cats, and Taxes? And overall, the deck was fine. We went 3-2, although it was a somewhat disappointing 3-2 because we started off 3-0, and then we played against Hardened Scales with Lurrus twice in a row and just kind of got wrecked. Although maybe got wrecked is an exaggeration. We did go 3 games in both of those matches, and it was kind of close, but that felt like a really difficult matchup. But we took down Bant Snow. We beat Lurrus Burn. We beat Dredge in a ridiculous, absolutely absurd match, including a Molda 2 win, which was amazing, and then lost twice to Hardened Scales, which overall, like, I think that's just a tough matchup, so it's hard to read too much into that being a bad matchup. So I feel like, and I can't believe I'm saying these words, but I think Cats are actually a real tribe in Modern. I think they actually have the ability to compete with the top tier decks in the meta. I feel like they actually might be a legitimate deck. Not that this build is 100% there. I do think it's an improvement over the instant deck build, which had some clunky aspect to it, and I feel like this was a step in the right direction, but I think it could still be improved more. But Cats, thanks to Kaheera, I think they're legit. King of the Pride is an insane lord. Kaheera starting in hand, essentially, is also insane, so there's definitely enough reward for playing a bunch of Cats. I think something that we should try with this deck, and the Taxes plan, it did work well, and we had some wins thanks to Leon and Arbiter, but I almost think that we'd be better off just being like Naya Cat aggro and having Loam Lions, Wild Nacatls, all the Lords, Kaheeras, just beating down aggressively, and then having the hate card stuff in our sideboard to bring in. So I want to try that. Maybe if, like, as much as I love Mana Tithe and getting people with it is awesome, as much as it's sweet to, like, strip mine people, I almost think that Cats, thanks to Kaheera, would be better off just being like Cat aggro. I feel like that could actually be a really sweet deck. So maybe we'll try that in the future, upgrade it a little bit, see what happens. But all in all, as strange as it sounds, I think Cats is something you can play with and compete with, and I could certainly see Cats 5-0ing a league, doing well in general. The clock is fast, the creatures are good, 8 cards in hand is awesome, you get the good white sideboard cards, so I actually think that Cats, it's a real thing in Modern thanks to Kaheera. So even though companions have had some maybe negative impacts, arguably in some formats, it's definitely sweet to see Cats being a real thing, almost exclusively thanks to the mechanics. So anyway, that's Kaheera, Cats, and Taxes. That's been our Bunch of Brew for this week. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.